Alright, we're gonna end up with a massive recursion video there if I don't get off that, so there we go. Alright, so tonight we're gonna do some streaming of some Lord of the Rings online. I haven't done any streaming in a while, so thought maybe I'd log on, do some streaming. Right now I'm on my level 33 Runekeeper, Ludgear. Ludgear here and there. That's his name. And just crafted up a little bit of resources I just gathered. Prospector, we're close. Iron, oh, I could do that. Let's see. 16. I need 16 more points, so I need to get some. Okay. I'm gonna level up our crafter here. Go to the bank.
How can I be of service?
How can you be of service? And go to our shared storage. Turn those out. Coal, I need some coal.
What do you need? I may help you. What do you need? What can I do for you?
Alright, buying 4 lumps of coal. So we can make these 4 elf steel ingots. And that will bring us to this next level of prospector. Sometimes it's fun to just turn all the details off and just kind of watch it like you're in a movie. Nice. So now we are on to the mastery level there, and we unlocked the next tier, Supreme. Tier 6. This guy's only level 33, but Falcone, who is level 49, is the one who actually gets the ore. And a new title, which we'll make active. Master Prospector, that's me.
What can I do for you?
Alright, we're going to go AFK for a moment, and when we come back, we're going to switch over to my level 49 Minstrel, which is a healing class. We're going to go to the regions near just outside the Mines of Moria, near the pool and the walls of Moria, where the Durin's Door is located, and we are going to work on completing the epic line of quests, which will grant my character access to the Mines of Moria, so I can continue on leveling up. So, a couple reasons I want to make sure I get access with this guy is so he can access the mines there, the resources to harvest the minerals that are needed to make weapons, which my ranger, Olarian, or hunter I should say, hunter class, which is like a ranger class, he's level 51, and also you can get access to using legendary weapons, and legendary weapons are pretty cool because they have abilities. They themselves gain experience, and you can add abilities to them as they gain level, so they're pretty cool. For those of you that have not played Lord of the Rings Online before, it's a game I definitely recommend. You can play it for free. That's one of the best things about Lord of the Rings Online is, like a lot of games are going these days, you can play it online for free, and then you can pay to gain access to additional content. Now, the Lord of the Rings setup for free to play is, in my opinion, one of the best setups out there. There are no restrictions in terms of how high you can go. Or excuse me, there's no restrictions in terms of equipment you can wear. A free to play player can wear the same equipment a VIP player can. So if you want to pay the subscription, what you're going to gain is you're going to gain instant access to all areas of the Lord of the Rings game. If you are on a free-to-play account, you can go almost anywhere in the game. There are very few places you can't go in the game on a free-to-play account. However, when you are in those areas, you will not be able to access any of the quests or any of the instanced zones or raid instances, those sorts of things. So you can go there, but you can't actually do the quests and things. So you can still hunt the mobs, and you'll get the loot, and you can level up and do all those things and craft and so on and so forth, but you will not have access to the questing content of the zone. The exception is the various epic quests. Epic quests will always be available to you when you have a free-to-play account, even if you do not own that content area. And the reason is the epic quests are, of course, part of the quest line of what's going on in the background, in the storyline of the books and the movies of the Fellowship of the Ring and taking the ring to Mount Doom. If you're not familiar with the story, I don't want to spoil any of it for you, of course, but if you're watching this, you probably already know the story. So yeah, the epic quests help you along the way. So as I said, there's my little background on Lord of the Rings, my little plug for the game. I think it's a fantastic game, very well designed, plays very smoothly. My machine is a little bit older now, probably about, it's almost 2 years old now, if I recall correctly, and my machine is, I built it myself. It's a Asus motherboard, FM2 motherboard supporting an AMD processor. It's an A8 processor rated for 3600 megahertz. I have it overclocked to 3800 megahertz. I have 4 gigabytes of system RAM, which really is a little low. Actually, it should be at least 8. Um, it is fairly fast, 1866 megahertz DDR3 RAM. The APU processor is a 4-core processor, quad-core processor, where 3 of the cores are used as the CPU and can handle multi-threading up to 3-core, triple-core multi-threading processing, and then the 4th core is utilized as a graphics onboard graphics solution. So it's the equivalent of a Radeon HD 7685, I believe is the model number. That's the graphics processor equivalent with 500 megabytes of the system RAM is dedicated to the video. So system RAM is equal to 3.5 gigabytes. The card has 0.5 gigabytes. And I run pretty good. As you can see, my frame rates right now are 41, 42 frames per second. And that's operating with the game in windowed mode, which is a little bit more processor intense. I have to run it in windowed mode in order to get the capture to operate properly, so not really sure why that is. With Lord of the Rings Online, as you can see, I'm clearly in windowed mode. You can see my desktop in the background, so yeah. So 41 frames a second. My graphics are turned up fairly high for the game. There's definitely things I could turn up higher, some of the shadow detailing and that, but the lighting, as you can see, the stream probably doesn't do true justice, but the graphics are very nice. The detailing's good. The lighting quality is very nice. The contrast between the shadows and the lights and that kind of thing is pretty good. I actually have the ambient light turned up fairly high. If we turn the ambient light down, you can see the shading and the lighting really pops out quite nice. Step outside into the main thoroughfare of Bree. We are at the Three Feral Crafting Hall in Bree, which is a pretty active hub for all activities for characters under level 50 or so on the west, who are on the west side of the Misty Mountains. There's in the crafting hall there, you have all the trainers, so you have pretty much all the recipes that you can get in any through purchasing through the various crafting trainers, so they're all there. There's a supplier there, so you can have all the various supplies you need when you're crafting that you need to buy from vendors. There's an auction hall person there, so you can put things up for auction as well as purchase things from the auction house. The auction house, they call it. And there's a banker there. That's who I was interacting with. The vault. There are trainers for all the classes as well. So minstrel and all that. They're all there. So it's a good place where a lot of people hang out. A lot of times there are people playing music. That's one of the cool things in this game. They really set up a really cool music playing system where you can play notes and you can save them to files, and some people have really taken the time to put together some really nice music and perform as a band, and you'll have 4, 5, 6 members actually playing various instruments and actually playing songs of all varieties, and it's a really pretty cool little thing. It's completely doesn't help you in the game in any way, shape, or form, but it's a really cool social fun little doodad. So, alright, well, I've said I'm going to go AFK about 5 times here now, and I really do need to go AFK. Take a little bio break if you want to know the truth, and I will be back shortly. Alright. We are back from being AFK. We are going to, whoops, keep doing that. Alright, let's log him out. Get on. Mr. Falcone. Alright. Back in the Three Pharaoh Crafting Hall. Alright. So we're gonna work on. Go help Cousin Broker. That's using a milestone skill to travel to a region where you're bound at a milestone. You get one of those for free. I've purchased 2 extras on this account, or on this character, I should say.
What do you need?
Stable Masters. Okay, so I can't. Stable Masters are the travel system. So for a small fee, you can travel from one location to another. There's regular travel, which is what you're seeing right now, in which case you are on the horse and you actually physically travel the route between the 2 locations. And you can even jump off the horse, which is important if you want to do that, which you can do with the dismount key. We don't want to do that, but if we did, you could do that. The drawback is it takes much longer. Once you've certain routes have different restrictions, and this particular route, for example, there's a certain quest we have to complete. I believe that's what we're actually working on right now. And once you have completed the quest to unlock it, then you can have the swift travel. Sometimes it's a level restriction. Regardless, in most cases, you have to travel to where the stable master is on foot without the aid of a stable master first to unlock that location before you can travel again there in the future. In this way, you explore the areas on foot, and there's definitely the element of exploring, actually getting out there and exploring new areas, and before you can travel there quickly and swiftly, which comes later. We are almost where we want to be. It's right up there, and then we're going to go up. That's a zone line up there. Now, if you heard me earlier when I was talking about the free-to-play accounts and the limitations and whatnot, one of the areas you cannot go until you complete the quests, but you can do them as a free-to-play account, so you can still get there as a free-to-play account. It's just not available. Is this zone line right here, which leads to the Mines of Moria, and you have to do certain epic quests to be able to go in there first, which I have already done. I've unlocked the area, and I'm going to continue on with the line of quests that will in fact give me access to Moria. Boom. So here we go. Alright. Let's see, we've got a quest over there. Look on the map. Yep, he's right up there. So let's summon our horse. And get going. This general region is known as Eregion, which is right here. We are just to the west. Oops, I just did something. I have no idea. That's what happens when you're trying to stream and talk and tell people about what's on the map all at the same time. Well, you should not be trying to do all that. But we did, so we're gonna kill this. So I was saying, Misty Mountains are here. Trollshaws, this is where Rivendell is. That's up there. South here goes Enithwaith, which is the approach to where the Dunlendings are, and then that leads to the Gap of Rohan and the Nan Kuranir, which is the Valley of the Wizard, where Isengard sits. Galtrev is a major commercial hub of the men of the western part of Rohan. Let's get back on our horse, get back to where we're going. Frames per second are a little lower with the streaming and everything we're doing, but Just missed the turn. There's the road. You can see the cobblestones. They're quite clear. I do like playing in the first-person point of view. It's kind of one of the unique things about these games versus a third-person point of view like a Diablo 3 type game. It saddens me to lose so many good dwarves, but the way to Khazad-dûm must be opened.
What do you want? Very busy with my work. Some madness has taken the worst of this place.
Some madness has seized the wolves of this area, driving the creatures into blind fury. They are far more aggressive than is usual for their kind, and I fear they may attack our expedition before long. Can you hear their shuddering voices on the wind? I sent my son Broin to challenge these beasts of shadow, but he has not returned. He is probably wasting time with my cousin's boy, wagging his tongue by the stairway yonder. Return to the Cyrenon's dry riverbed and climb the opposite bank, where the fell clamor comes. There is a cave. Philogogon in the far southwest there. It could be that you will find some explanation for the creature's wrath within that cave. I fear you must help my son with his task, for he has not yet spoken with me about his successful completion. Talk to my cousin Bosi when you are finished. This is exactly what we're going to do. Chapter 7. Wolf Voices on the Wind. Look at the map. Where are we going? We are going right down here. Get this out of the way. Down here. Find the cause of the wolf's madness. Help Broin with the task Broger gave him. So we need to find him. We need to get down there. Questing means lots of running around. Right, let's go this way too though, because that's...
The glorious tale of Broin the Mighty. That's what they will call it.
You're the traveler who helped Bori with gathering those stones, aren't you? I thought so. I have an eye for faces, and never forget a name, especially one belonging to an adventurer. Of course, the more dangerous deed you accomplish, the more memorable you'll become, Falcone. That's what I'm hoping to do, you know. Once we get inside Khazad-dûm, Bori and I will become great heroes, and stories of our adventures will be told all over the land. Years from now, the glorious tales of Borin the Mighty could inspire young dwarves, just as the songs of Durin and of Thorin Oakenshield inspire Bori and me today. If you'd like to help me with the task my father gave me, though, I wouldn't turn it down. There are shadow wargs to the south, across the bed of the dried-up Cyrenon. Defeat some of the beasts for me, if you would. I've already slain one of them, but that's not nearly enough. May good fortune be with you, my friend. I must defeat the Shadow Wargs. Chapter 7, The Glorious Tale of Broin the Mighty.
I need your help, my friend.
Basically, I need to kill wolves while making my way down to the cave. These Crevine aren't that big of a deal. If I have to kill some of them along the way, then so be it. Having a tough time of it. Siranon, the gate stream. That's some Elvish for you. Siranon, Siri means river, and Anan means gate. That's why the gate in Moria is called the Moranon, meaning the black gate. Mor meaning black, Morgoth. Ravaging Shadow War. This is what I'm looking for right here. Boom.